From Connor says, I donate to the Sonic Block every year. This year is no exception. Love what you do, guys. Let's beat cancer together. Alrighty. So, who in this room is ready for some Sonic Mania Plus action? Look here now, that was not a $30,000 applause. Who is ready for some Sonic Mania Plus action? And that's all right. All right, without further ado, we have the lovely Claris, the handsome Zaxon, and I, JoeyBaby69, gonna show you how to do this Sonic Mania Plus three-way race. Let's go.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to AGDQ 2019. The ever-talented BigJon. Thank you so much, man. You're joined by the comfiest couch and the tightest couch we got here at AGDQ. I'm Spikevegeta.
I'm Xerclipse.
I'm Kirbymastah, and we have the three runners here.
Yep. Yeah, again, far left, we got Claris right here. We got Zaxon in the middle, and we got JoeyBaby69 right here on the right side. Hope you guys enjoy the race coming up for you. This is going to be, as you imagine, Sonic Mania. Very, very fast run we got coming up. It's gonna be hard to keep up for us, so best of luck.
But none of us run this category, so it's gonna be fun to keep up.
Don't worry, they mostly told us what to say. So.
Yeah.
But with that, are all the runners good to go? All right, I got no confirmation from any of them, so I'm gonna say yes. Okay, so we're gonna start. Everyone, count down with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Woo!
Good luck, have fun to all the runners.
You got this.
All right, so again, this is Sonic Mania. This is actually Sonic Mania Plus in Encore mode. Kirby, do you want to explain to me why we're in Angel Island Zone?
Yeah, so Encore mode is a new mode that was introduced in Sonic Mania Plus, and in Encore mode, they introduced kind of a throwback stage to Sonic 3, where you go through the first act of Angel Island 1. At the end of Angel Island 1, they're going to hit a capsule and be able to select between Mighty or Ray. Enjoy Mighty, because this is the one time you're going to see him here.
Hopefully that is the last time we see Mighty in the run.
Mighty fans, rejoice. Because you're about to see a lot more Ray.
So Xerclipse, like, why Ray necessarily?
Runner's
What's so
taking
good
a
about
selfie.
Ray? Ooh,
Selfie mode.
Ray has a glide that allows him to keep his horizontal momentum. He actually has the best horizontal momentum in the game. So you have to balance the speed and height. Once you achieve that balance, then he can skip a lot of stuff in the game. You'll see that in Green Hill Zone coming up soon.
Yes, again, we got 12 full zones here, 2 acts apiece, as is Sonic Mania Original. So, again, Ray, I mean, a lot of people, it's the easy comparison. You make it to the Super Mario World cape, but imagine if that was just on all sorts of drugs, going real fast across the screen.
Ray doing what he does best.
Just fly over the stage.
Floor's lava.
Yeah, so allowing for completely different routes for the players. Now, we do have coming up here, we got a box that a couple of players are going to want to pick up. All right, yeah, both Zaxon and Joey elect to pick up Knuckles right there. That's to make a strategy in Act 2 of Green Hill Zone much easier for them. Claire is taking a different route, actually picking up Tails right there. She'll be switching to him in a little bit.
So every act has, at the end of every act has a boss fight. And this boss fight is pretty straightforward. Just hit the boss whenever you can. When it's red, you take damage and then use invincibility frames to keep hitting it. So Encore mode introduces this tag team mode where you kind of control 2 characters, a lead character, and a character you can swap to at any time. Sonic himself.
Bye, Sonic.
Bye, Sonic. Yeah, see ya. You're gonna see him more later, no worries.
It's ketchup and mustard route, so that's what I like to call it.
The Claris here is opting to keep Sonic, whereas the other 2 runners are using Ray and Knuckles as their current team. So upcoming soon is a hidden space shoes inside a wall, and Knuckles makes it a lot easier to get for the Zaxon and JoeyBaby because Knuckles can just break through walls automatically, whereas in Claris' case, she has to time a pixel-perfect drop dash to go through it. But the trade-off is that Claris has access to drop dash, which allows her to go fast every time she jumps.
Go for a backup here on the top right. Able to get it in a 3rd try there, so nice.
All right, so this boss looks difficult, but the legs don't have a hitbox, so.
It's not Sonic 2, so go straight away and kill it.
Yeah.
And then they're also going to want to break the capsule here at the end, which with Ray's flight, he's able to, in a similar way to Tails, get up and break the capsule immediately.
And you have to land in a capsule like Zaxon did.
Nice
Otherwise, go home.
The nice thing about Sonic Mania Plus is that if you remember watching Claris' run last year, she had to time these 2-frame pauses in order to skip the cutscenes. But with Sonic Mania Plus, you don't have to bother with that anymore. You can just skip the cutscenes by pressing start.
Here we are into our second of 12 levels. We got Chemical Plant Zone from Sonic the Hedgehog 2. For anyone who might not be familiar, there are original stages also throughout this. Generally, in these retro stages, the first act represents more of what you would have seen in the original renditions of these levels. And it's going to be in the second act where they decide, in most cases, to create a lot of, to represent a lot of new elements.
Right now, Zaxon's part of his head right now, and he's approaching the boss of Chemical Plant 1. The boss is surrounded by kind of a giant bubble that you normally can't hit without getting hit yourself, which is why he's going to take damage himself and abuse invincibility frames. There we go. So for this boss, you actually want to alternate between yourself and your partner, so you can keep hitting the boss even if you're being damaged. So Act 2 coming up. We're going to start seeing some interesting stuff here.
Yeah, Xerclipse, you want to, I mean, this has been, mostly vanilla, what you might have seen, as far as the speedrun, but Xerclipse, we got some big stuff coming up.
Yeah, this is what we call the partner clip. The partner clip is when your lead character goes underneath the ceiling, then you call your partner to go on top of the ceiling, you switch to the partner, and you just mash jump until you reach the top. Zaxon's gonna do it. Yep, Knuckles is gonna go on top. There you go. That's a partner clip in a nutshell.
And it's really helpful in this act in particular because this act is a much more vertically oriented act.
All right, we got JoeyBaby setting up as well. Again, there's a lot of manipulation you have to do with your partner character. You're going to be seeing that a lot throughout the run.
So upcoming right here, after this bounce here, Zaxon's going to do a gliding clip where he's going to glide into a capsule and clip into the corner, similar to a partner clip, which skips another portion of the level. Following that, he's going to try to do one more partner clip in this area right here in the upper right corner.
He's got to get a 2 boost.
All right, here we go.
Get the 2 boost.
All right, this is the big one, and we're going to have to reset up.
He got it.
And now he has to manipulate right to land on the capsule, and this skips the Puyo Puyo boss of this act.
You can soft lock if you hit it wrong, so...
So now JoeyBaby is going for his own skip, whereas Claris is catching up to Joey right now, doing the tube skip, and they both got it. They're both really close right now.
Just about tied.
Nice.
Nice time save right there for Claris.
So upcoming right here, Zaxon and JoeyBaby on the bottom and the upper left corner, they're going to make a bit of a detour to grab Tails, whereas Claris already has Tails, so she's going to take a route to grab the speed shoes on the top part of the level.
Yeah, again, this route differential going back to that Green Hill 2 clip where Claris is going for that pixel-perfect drop dash into the wall. Other players elected not to do that, taking Knuckles.
If you pay attention to Claris' screen, she's going to go for the speed shoes right around here that the other runners opt to not get. There we go.
Yeah, looking again from the other side, extending the usage of it.
Now we're approaching the boss of Studio Opus 1, and
unfortunately,
great time for some donations.
My God.
Very exciting gameplay here.
Yeah, all to note is that there is RNG in this. Time can be won or lost, and they also want to make sure our two of our players that they lose Knuckles in this because they don't need them. But with that, BigJon, give us some donations, bud.
Gotta love Sonic Auto Strollers. We've got $25 from Joel of Tarv that says always gotta donate when Sonic Mania is played, especially when Claris, JoeyBaby, and Zaxon are running. All the love to the Sonic Mania speedrunning community and Discord. We've got $100 from Ralph Amir. Woo! Woo! Says an encore mode run between Zaxon, Claris, and Joey. You can hardly build up even more hype when it comes to Sonic Mania speedruns. Good luck to all the runners. Shout outs to BigJon doing a great job as host. Thank you. And shout out to Xerclipse, another runner in the Sonic Mania speedrunning community. I hope one day you will challenge me. It's getting really lonely up here in the Sonic bad inning leaderboard. No pressure.
I'll work on the IL runs. Don't worry about it, right from here.
And of course, we have $250 from Dr. Bob Tastic. Woo! It says, oh yeah, Sonic Block with BigJon, the mic, and all these amazing runners. Still waiting on that co-op run here. We'll talk later. Good luck to all the runners.
Still got more time, I think.
All right, long.
It's Studio Opus 1, Bob.
You all can't skip this yet? What's up? Touch over the best. $100 from Cap Dauntless says Sonic Mania is one of the favorite releases ever. Let's make that Sonic Plus race happen. It's happening right now, I tell you. And $30 from Calvin Hazel says Sonic Block hype. Let's speed up the donations for this awesome Sonic Mania Plus race.
All right, Zaxon, the first player out of the that beautiful boss, but the other players might have made up some time.
They're really close
to RNG, actually.
Think.
So, cool boss. Moving on to Studiopolis Act 2 right here. So, and you might have been familiar with Claris's run last year. We had a clip and out of bounds, a sort. Don't worry, while that was patched out, we have plenty of other clips to get through this level in a much faster manner.
Oh, don't worry. This mode's pretty broken. We don't need that skip anymore.
Yeah, this tends to be kind of the quote-unquote casino zone because every Sonic game has to have a silly zone with all these bumpers and stuff. So, like, if something goes wrong in this zone, it can go very wrong. Right here, Zaxon's going to set up another partner clip. All the runners are about to start setting that up too.
It's a subtle thing to notice that what you need to do is the players actually have to land their first character once they get the second character clipped, and then they can actually take control of the other character and do the clip.
Right, so when you're setting up a partner clip, you want your lead character to land as early as possible, so then you can swap to your partner character. You cannot just swap to your partner character when you're still in the air. So here's a boss with different random patterns, but they all have tails. They can just keep flying into the boss and not care.
Right.
Whether he gets the one pattern or not, it's gonna work.
Nice weather joke. Woo! And Claris the second. Joey and Claris are pretty much even, and Zaxon's only a few seconds
Maybe
ahead.
10 seconds ahead at most.
Oh boy, so we got a new trick coming up. So flying battery, this is why you need like Ray. Ray can like fly under the ship, skipping half of the stage. Flying battery 1, it's a little difficult, but Act 2 on the other hand, it's even more harder.
The runners consider this the hardest trick in the game for Act 2.
So everyone, give them your silence.
Yeah, for Act 1, we can talk a little bit here, but yeah, we're gonna be taking this bottom route, heading down here with Ray. We're gonna fly over a lot of this stuff that we just don't want to interact with.
So if you pay attention to Zaxon's screen, he's about to go for the skip. Normally, the developers put in some strong wind to prevent you from trying to skip it, but you can kind of just fight against it. So they're all just gliding. Zaxon made it.
Wait,
And
this wind?
all the runners have made
All
it.
players, very nice, very nice.
So that is the easy version of the skip.
Yeah.
Act 2, on the other hand, that changes the player if you try to grind that trick.
Yeah. So they're all pushing the set of spikes to grab a lightning shield. Lightning shield attracts rings to you and makes you immune to electricity. And which is important because for the boss coming up, the boss electrifies itself whenever it attacks you. And you want to be able to hit the boss without worrying about that.
Ooh, Zaxon barely dodging that enemy over on the right
Yeah, the
side.
cycle wasn't very merciful to him, so he had to like take the right path and dodge the mouse.
All right, so again, everyone, we do ask you, this is the hardest skip in the entire run, full of very difficult boss skips and other level skips.
It is coming up in about a half minute, like 20, 30 seconds.
So even if one of them hits it, please give them your silence just to make sure all 3 of them are able to clear it.
Feel free to just give a thumbs up, though, especially from the back couch.
Yeah. Big thumbs.
Big thumbs, like this. All right, so there's a nice shortcut you can take in the bottom path for Act 2. Act 2 has a lot of indoor segments you want to avoid because they're really slow. But by going through this pile of trash, you can kind of just take a much faster lower route.
Yeah, the lower route in general is much better here. But...
So Zaxon's gonna go through one. All the runners are gonna go through one more indoor segment.
Yeah, picking up Sonic along the way.
You're gonna use Sonic later in the run.
At this point, all 3 players are lined
All right,
up with what
Brace yourselves.
Brace yourself. This is it. Okay, Joey made it.
All right, Joey.
Claris is coming up to her attempt. So keep an eye. Oh. So he's gonna have to redo the trick. So Claris is doing her version. And she made it. All right. Brief applause. Joey and Zaxon are coming up to their attempting the trick again. So the idea behind the trick is that you have to navigate a blind, and there's a spike ball you need to avoid.
You had to get a feel of it, and Claris just did it.
He just skipped the boss. No big deal. All right, here we go. Zaxon's going for it again.
What boss? Yeah.
Nice. There we go. Okay. Oh, unfortunately, Zaxon actually missed the boss skip, so he's going to have to go for it again.
Right, because there's actually 2 levels to it. See, right here, there was flying underneath the whole level, and then there was you have to do the other version to skip the boss. So yeah, big shouts to JoeyBaby as well and Claris for both getting it.
The race is not over. There is still a lot more that can go wrong.
Oh, trust me. After the practice race last night, this is nowhere close to over.
The Press Garden is another new zone introduced in Sonic Mania, and one of the gimmicks is that there's a lot of bouncy conveyor belts you can bounce off of. There's also a lot of nice shortcuts you can take with Tails' flight.
All right, take 3 for Zaxon.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Okay, he still has to go for the boss skip.
Through the first part.
Yeesh. Oh, he spin dashed the wrong way. All right, there we go.
Very nice. Yeah.
Hard part's over.
So, fun fact, all 3 of the runners have their own Discord group chat, and the icon for it is Ray with that electric ball because it's such a notorious trick.
Don't try that at home.
Yeah, don't try it at home. It's, yeah. Alright, so Claris is approaching the boss of Press Garden 1. You don't have any control over your character until you see the boss perform his first attack. So basically, she's gonna wait for the boss to destroy its saw on the block, and then she's gonna try to hit the boss 6 times in a row with the help of her partner Tails, before its saw, what's the word? Comes back.
For the eye
Refreshes, whatever.
Oh, refreshes.
Comes back. So watch Claris' screen carefully. She's gonna be trying to hover in the air because there's a scripted cutscene normally that plays out that forces you to walk slowly to the right. But by staying in the air, you can skip that and then start to gain control of your character immediately on Act 2.
Mechanic you're going to see here a lot is that they're going to constantly have you get frozen by these ice blocks. And while a lot of times you don't want it, you can actually gain a good amount of momentum off them. They're going to be utilizing that a number of times throughout this level, just based on the level geometry. JoeyBaby able to clear Act 1 as well. Again, getting his flight so he can have control instead of losing the auto control.
We got a boss skip coming up if we watch Claris. So there's a heavy shinobi boss fight, and we're not going to fight him. What we're going to do is we are going to manipulate both Tails and Ray so that they don't pass the boss trigger. We have Ray spin dashing on the ground and Tails flying up. So what's going to happen is they're going to fly over the boss trigger and hit the capsule, but Ray has to stay put and not go into the boss fight. So Ray's just sitting the ground.
There you go. And she can skip the
Very
boss.
nice, Claris.
Now JoeyBaby is approaching the boss skip on his run.
Again, the thing Xerclipse is talking about right here, they can't let either of the characters, even your secondary character, trigger the boss. So you're gonna see him stop him at the wall and then be spin dashing at the bottom of the screen. You can't see it with Ray, so that Ray stays in place. And then get over this wall.
Nice music.
We got a small trigger of the boss, but we got through it. Very nice.
Oh, there he is. He's just minding his business.
Hello there.
How could you skip me?
Star Speedway is pretty neat. It has a lot of fast movement overall and some clean flights.
Yeah, there's a lot of global cycles with the different platforms that move up and down that can spring you out of them. They'll have to try to catch a couple of them, but mostly Ray mitigates that sort of stuff. Again, you're mostly going to want to be sticking to your flight characters because it's going to help you with a lot of your clips and mitigate like some boss RNG and
So
whatnot.
it looks like Zaxon's going for the boss skip now, so let's hopefully he gets it. I think he's got it. Yep, there
Oh, that's a bullseye.
He got Ray on the capsule off screen.
Bullseye.
Tails, I'm sorry. He's coming for you.
All right, so Claris just finished the Act 1 boss. It's pretty straightforward. Just hit the fireflies. You want to destroy the smaller ones as quickly as possible for the big one to respawn quickly. Act 2 is a really fast zone, and if Claris does it cleanly, you're going to see a lot of speed.
Don't blink.
Don't blink. And watch Claris' screen. Nice wall. Oh. Yeah, this is the kind of act where if something goes wrong, then you just kind of bounce back and forth, and it can be hard to recover from. But that was a good recovery.
That's what happens in Sonic CD games. They're designed like that.
Can utilize Ray's flight right here to get over this huge death plane down there.
You want to be careful. You don't want to say anything bad about CD. Remember what happened last year?
Oof.
Oof.
That one's on Claris. So here we are, Claris, the first one into the Metal Sonic fight. So this fight is going to be, once again, very different from what you guys saw last year. The final phase is completely different that they put in. But also we're going to try for another, not just a single, but a double clip. Utilizing Ray to just mitigate all of having to use those platforms, do all those short hops down there, just fly over all of it. Going to cut up to where we're supposed to fight Silver Sonic. We're going to completely skip that phase altogether, try to get right up to it.
So she got the partner clip. She has to do it one more time, and hope that Metal Sonic doesn't bop her. There is a chance that she can also soft lock depending on what Metal Sonic does, so. All right, so Claris is looking for an audio cue for this next phase coming up. So you might want to have a little bit of quiet.
That must have been the soft.
Oh, that must have been the soft lock.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, Joey pulls ahead here, and he's going to be attempting the partner clip himself.
Metal Sonic can give you a number of different patterns. So unfortunately, just gave Claris a rough pattern right there. Tried to fish out something else. Ooh. Yeah, Metal Sonic can kind of do whatever he wants.
Joey having a bit of trouble with the partner clip here. Metal Sonic's kind of trolling him.
Again, your positioning of both characters is obviously very important for these. All right, got the first clip.
Claris and Joey are just about even. Zaxon not too far behind, starting the Metal Sonic race. All right, so Joey's looking for an auto cue here, so give him a second. So is Claris.
Joey and Claris right there.
Joey's good. Claris is good too. So there is no floor on the left edge of this fight, which is why you have to be careful with while hitting the boss, or else you fall down and die.
Nice job by both players there.
Nice.
Zaxon coming up on his double clip as well.
And
Got the double clip. Now just needs to hope Metal Sonic will not be a douche. All right.
we're good.
All
That
through
sounds
them.
good. He
Oh,
has
yeah.
again, Zaxon himself is also looking for an audio cue for this boss. So hopefully he gets the fight. I believe Zaxon's tries to have Tails hit the boss more often than Ray, the lead character. There we go.
All right.
We all good. They all
Good
got
job
past
to all
Metal
three
Sonic.
players there. That is a very scary spot.
The Hydrocity, however you pronounce it, Hydrocity? Hydrocity?
Hydricity.
Hydrocity, yeah. Why don't we see some donations about how to pronounce Hydrocity? But pretty straightforward level. I think this is a good time for some donations.
Let's just call it Waterville. How about that?
Waterville.
Waterville.
Oh, man. Already, $50 from Sonic AD says, unfortunately, I'm working tonight and can't watch live, but I want to wish good luck to Claris in the Sonic Mania race. She's been an inspiration to me and has become a really great friend. As Claris would say, girl, I hope I said that the right inflection. $300 from It's Your Boy Troy. Hey, AGDQ, so happy to catch the Sonic block on my birthday. Happy birthday to you. Taking the week off to watch as much as possible, loving all the runs and especially the best Blue Boy Sonic. Much love from England.
Squeeze in another donation or two.
Squeeze it in already. $40 from DJ Riley. Says, had to leave a donation during my little sister Rihanna's favorite block. She's really hoping to see this get read. Make sure they come true there. We've been watching all week and it's a great time. Thanks for the great runs and looking forward to Sonic Mania.
Yeah, this boss is kind of cute. Looks familiar, right?
Positively cathartic.
That must really hurt, though.
You're the monster
Oh,
now.
God. What a monster. Look at Tails just sitting there, all chill.
If the bombs get to you before Robotnik does, that will deal damage to you. There's no randomness to how he'll move or drop the bombs.
It depends on your positioning relative to Robotnik, which way he goes.
I mentioned earlier how generally at the Act 1s of the retro stages were more kind of more faithful renditions or mashups of the older stages, the originals. Whereas Act 2 kind of takes on the new stuff, the new mechanics. They kind of switched it for Hydricity just so they could have a faster pace of this second act.
Yeah, all the gimmicks.
What a banger of a track.
I know. Most of the gimmicks in like Hydro City are in Act 1, which are really slow. So right here, JoeyBaby did a really tight jump to get up there quickly, much faster than just flying up there.
Very clean.
Claris is going to be going for that jump as well soon. Zaxon wrapping up Act 1. So right here, if you pay attention to Joey's screen, he's going to the upright corner of a big room. Normally you're supposed to go kind of all the way to the bottom right and all the way around, but he skipped that by going to the upper right corner of the room, hitting the pass dropper to make the game think he's on the latter half of that part of the level. I believe there is a speed shoes here, but Joey does not grab it. A bit of a route difference here. I believe Claris and Zaxon both get the speed shoes.
There's going to be a slope clip coming up if we watch Joey get it. There we go.
Nice.
Yeah, they've been both hitting, or they've all been hitting a lot of those slope clips all over this zone.
That's the biggest one, though.
So right here, if you look at Claris' screen, she's going to grab the speed shoes here, which Joey did not get. And that's going to be helpful, especially for that slide clip. So right here, pay attention to Joey's screen.
Yeah, this is super cool.
You're supposed to get only one hit on Robotnik here, but by manipulating Tails, hit the bomb separately, and then drawing Tails back for a damage boost right there, he was able to get 3 hits in instead of just 1. Skipping 2 rounds.
It's a very finicky trick. It's pretty easy, because again, you're hitting 2 bombs, and then Tails is actually dealing the damage.
Yeah, Claris is going to be going for the triple hit as well.
There's 1, there's
2,
2,
and
there's 3.
There's 3. She got 3 as well. So yeah, this boss looks familiar too. Abusing infinite stability frames to be able to hit this boss. You want to get as many hits as you can before he starts flying around.
Good job, Ray.
Good job.
Where did Tails go?
I don't know. Oh, there he is.
All right, and finally we got Zaxon coming up here as well, trying to get his triple hit as well. Again, triggering 1 bomb with Ray back there. Another one with Tails, holding it back, getting that second hit.
And he got it too. So all the runners.
The triple, ladies and gentlemen.
The triple. All right, back to Joey's screen. He's doing the first act of Mirage Balloon 1, which in Sonic Mania, it's an auto-scroller, but thankfully it's a much more exciting new stage instead. He's going to be abusing Tails to slide a lot because by hitting the green stars, you get a lot of vertical speed out of it. And this being a more vertically oriented level allows you to just soar through the vertical chambers. Now, if you pay attention to Joey's screen, he's going to be doing another partner clip. He failed that one, unfortunately. And there we go.
And we got the train skip coming up, but don't hit the special stage ring.
Run killer here, special stage ring. Okay, confirmed bad ending.
If there is a time loss you want to avoid other than just death, it is going into one of the big rings. You do not want to see those bonus levels.
The Encore special stage rings are a bit harder and a bit slower than the Mania special stage. So we don't do all Emerald runs in Encore mode.
So it looks like Claris got the partner clip as well. Joey is fighting the Knuckles version of the boss for the stage. Oh, he's at 0 ring. Okay, he's good.
They do not want to lose either of these characters right now.
Yeah, because Tails and Ray are both so important that losing one of them means you're better off just restarting the entire stage just to keep both characters. So they can't be a really punishing category.
Off of that, Claris does have a little bit of an opportunity to catch up a little bit of that time. Maybe came in about 28 seconds behind Joey. Zaxon also not too far behind, already most of the way through Mirage Saloon 1 as well. Setting up for his flip very soon.
And he got the flip. Sweet. So soon, Joey's going to be doing a boss skip where normally you're supposed to fall down into the boss chamber to trigger, but what he wants to do is manipulate Tails, the partner, to fall down into the boss chamber without going in himself, and then manipulating Tails to land on the capsule off screen. So if you pay attention to Joey's screen, he's going to be doing the setup after he goes through this portion of the level. Enjoying some piano keys.
Yeah, listen to that mixtape coming up.
Beep, boop, boop.
All right, manipulating Tails right
There
there.
we go.
Now Tails will mimic.
He got it.
Very nice.
He got it. All right.
And conveniently, as our clap is over, Claris is coming up on it.
So now we want to pay a bit of attention to Claris' screen. Doing the same thing here, getting Tails into the boss chamber. Nice.
Very nice.
And showcasing the boss briefly.
Oh. Okay. Zaxon right here getting a nice ricochet off that ceiling from the gunshot. It'll be coming up on his as well.
We got the boss skip.
And
Get down there.
down there, Tails. Oh, you got it.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
nice.
There we go.
So, say hello to Bob the Worker.
He just wants to turn the valve, but we're not going to give him that chance.
All right, so there's a gimmick in Act 2 of Oil Ocean, similarly to the second act of the Desert Zone in Sonic 3, where there's a bunch of fog that drains your rings, and you have to clear out the fog by grabbing the levers. And what triggers that gimmick is grabbing the first lever at the start of Act 2. Joey's positioning himself to avoid that lever, and he did, so now the fog will never get clear up, but his rings aren't actually going to get drained, because the gimmick has not been actually triggered.
Yeah, it's not a big deal for these players who are able to go through it fast enough, but it's more so just avoiding that animation.
So you're going to see something really cool with Oil Ocean. But first, there's a mechanic in Sonic Mania where there's like a pass swapper. And pass swapper means you can collide with certain objects in the stage, and you can't collide with others. So knowing that system, we're going to do a partner clip, and we're going to bypass one pass swapper and just keep on flying as Ray. In other words, he's not going to touch like half the stage at all. And walls are suggestions.
Yeah, he's just on a completely different plane right now.
He's still on a different plane, so yeah, just enjoy this beautiful sight.
And with this, we are hopefully going to be able to skip the entire rest of the level, basically, and skip right to past the boss fight. Zaxon finishing up Act 1 as well.
Avoids the lever. Well, Joey is setting up for skipping the boss. Oh, Claris missed it, unfortunately.
Yeah, the pass swapper trick is not free.
There you go. Got the boss skip.
Yeah, we can clap that, yeah.
So it looks like Zaxon's doing the skip right now as well. Unfortunately for Claris, that puts her behind Zaxon. So if you pay attention to Joey's screen, his game is kind of a weird state where the in-game timer is not running. That's because he didn't actually beat the boss, so the game's kind of in this awkward state where he can't pause, there's no music, and he can't partner swap. So in a bit, he's gonna actually kill off Ray, which resets the state of the game, allowing him to partner swap again, and also starting up the in-game timer.
Wait, so he's not like beating it by like 0 seconds?
Oh, unfortunately.
Claris, unfortunately, taking another death on her side. Didn't catch what it was. Zaxon able to get out of Oil Ocean Zone himself. So again, right there, as Kirby was talking about, Joey, the first one to kill off Ray and switch to Sonic. They're going to want to keep basically just Sonic and Tails for almost the rest of the run. And now he is allowed to be able to swap and pause and do other good stuff.
Sorry, folks, who like the lava-based music.
I know, I'm pretty upset.
Yeah, I'm a little upset too. But gotta do what you gotta do for the 6th speed. I'm really liking this jumping sound effect though.
Yeah. You'll hear it when someone gets a speed shoes.
Speed shoes are the solution to everything.
Gotta go fast.
This is a crime that we can't hear this.
So JoeyBaby here, he's grabbing the fire shield here, which Sonic gains different abilities depending on which shield he has. Looks like Claris got the skip.
Claris getting the skip.
Past the Oil Ocean. This race is still not over. There can still be so much that can go wrong in this race.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, we get some sort of music here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let me give a shout out to my boy Joey. Love your hair. Thank you for picking up the speed shoes.
He's a baby for that. What a babe. All right, so here's another partner clip. If you pay attention to Joey's screen in the upper left corner, he's going to be flying over the rest of the stage and flying over a lava ceiling.
Looks intentional.
Very intentional right here. So there is an elevator that's available to go down to Act 2, but unfortunately, you just die if you take it without beating the boss. So he still has to go back and beat the boss.
Yeah, so he just has to trigger this boss to come down to the same area twice. Once he comes down on the lava, that will break open its shield, and you can start getting in your 6 hits. With that, I think this is actually a good place where we can get in a couple donations. Big John?
Yeah, it's a good time.
Alrighty, $10 from Mr. Popo333. Says, AGDQ got me into speedrunning, especially the Sonic Mania run last year. So this year, I just had to donate and wish you guys all a great run and good luck. Also, cheers to my mate and teacher, Xerclipse, on the couch. Another great runner.
Thanks, Mr. Popo.
We've got $15 from Mesker. Says, immense respect for everyone involved in GDQ. Playing games and saving lives, a beautiful combination. Humbled to help you guys in a small way.
Unfortunately, I believe for cycle reasons, Joey had to go ahead and reset right
Oh! That was close.
I peed myself.
Yo, don't give me a heart attack.
Do I really want to share this couch with you? No, I'm a bit more.
Don't worry,
concerned with
Xerclipse is blocking you, don't worry.
Oh yeah, thanks a lot.
Set up for another clip right here. All right, that is enough taking that damage right there to get Sonic on top. So again, Joey keeping the lead right there, but definitely opening up that window. Zaxon coming back from a pretty distant third to right there on Joey's heels. And Claris not far behind, getting her boss, well, skipped over to
Unfortunately for Joey, he missed a pretty crucial cycle here. But in the vanilla mode of the game, there are 3 blocks they have to slowly wait for instead of 2. So much better in Encore mode. I think we can squeeze in one quick donation here.
Yeah.
Before the boss.
Gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast.
$20 from Lukerson59237 that says, thank you everyone for a wonderful event. Big hearts to all of the people watching online and watching the VODs in the future.
Time for one more, I think.
That dog it. $25 from It's the Hutch. Excited for the Sonic Mania and the rest of the Sonic block. Thanks to all for putting on such a great event, and best of luck to all of the runners.
So the boss fight that's coming up, if we look at Joey, the boss fight is the Heavy Rider. And the Heavy Rider can sometimes jump and be a jerk, but what you want is the Heavy Rider stay in the ground and get a rhythm where you can flame dash into the Heavy Rider as the spike ball like swings back and forth.
Yeah, it's the reason why we took this route to get that flame shield.
All right, so pay attention to Joey's screen. Oh. He did not want to do that.
Got 3 hits right
Gonna
there.
have to improvise here. Good base tails. So Joey is switching to tails for the last hit here, so he can fly up to the capsule immediately. Despite the mistake he made at the start, he improvised really well and did not lose much time from that. So that was a really good fight. All right, Zaxon is coming up to the fight right now as well.
Joey's still holding that lead, but Zaxon, the monster, coming from behind right now. Here we are in Metallic Madness Zone, our 11th of our 12 zones. We told Claris to not say anything mean about this stage this year. Yeah, the big thing I always say about this zone is that it's one of the most punishing stages to fall in. As you can see right there, electing to just exit out of it, falling to a lower path is very, very bad.
So now with that mistake, Zaxon actually is almost caught up. Within a few seconds.
Let's hear it for this race, ladies and gentlemen. Claris coming into the boss fight as
She's
well.
not too far behind either. One significant mistake can bring any runner back.
Again, for Claris right now, she wants to get these nice horizontal shots into the boss 8 times.
Attack Madness 1 is pretty cool. It's just a lot of tight platforming that looks smooth with the drop dash.
But there is a boss skip coming up.
Nice fight there for Claris.
Nice. Slowly catching up. So, but Joey's the farthest ahead right now. He's gonna be switching to Knuckles soon to prepare for another partner clip.
So Knuckles is important. His role is short-lived in this stage, but what you need him for is to skip the boss. So as Kirbymastah said, you do a partner clip, but you have to like do a glide and clutch on the wall for a little bit so you don't fall past the signpost too early or too late.
Ooh, he's having a bit of trouble getting Sonic up there. Oh, Zaxon's ahead now.
Oh my
All right,
God.
Zaxon's gonna do it.
And now Joey right behind him.
You have to carefully navigate this off screen. Land on the capsule.
And that is going to clear it for Zaxon and for Joey right there.
So you have to time the release of their glide appropriately. If they time it right, they can kill Knuckles and switch to Sonic immediately. If they time it a bit late, the game has to wait 15 seconds for them to regain control. But they both got the perfect timing. They're both right on each other's heels. Claris herself is approaching
I was about
Knuckles
to say,
flip.
and here's Claris. All three of them thankfully getting
She got her first try.
Oh, first
So that
try,
takes
easy
time for her.
peasy.
It's still anyone's game.
It's not over yet for Claris.
It's not over yet. So the gimmick in Act 2 is that you can turn tiny and navigate certain tiny tunnels.
Adorable.
Yeah, it's pretty cute. It's the best when you have Tiny Sonic and Giant Tails right behind him.
And Claris able to get the skip there.
So all of
with
them got the skip
Knuckles as well.
perfectly. The perfect result of the skip.
I think we have time for a few donations.
You can squeeze in a quick one or two, yeah.
I'm all cut up in this race over here.
I was about to say, BigJon, so I want to watch it.
God, man. We've got, first of all, we've got a $250, a $500, and a $750 anonymous donation.
Wow.
Woo! That's a lot of money.
I'm saying that's at least $2 right there, I'm telling you. Also, we have $50 from NG, says, third AGDQ I've watched, and I love it more and more every year. As a staff nurse, I see a lot of people, their families and friends suffer through cancer, so here's to a world without it.
So right here, the gimmick of this boss is that you have to flip the capsule and a random Eggman, or Amy in this case sometimes, comes out. It gets into a pretty chaotic fight since it's really random.
Yeah, and then they utilize Tails to actually go up and get the final hit. So once again, Zaxon the first one out of there.
Claris is approaching the boss fight herself, so she's not too far behind. You can tell she's enjoying the music as well.
We are about to head into our final level, the original level.
Titanic Monarch.
Titanic Monarch. Thank you for reminding me of the name of the level. I was going to say like metal something. But yeah, again, once again, guys, here, let's give it up for this race right now. Who are you rooting for?
So pay attention to Zax on screen. He just did another partner clip there. That's a quick little shortcut you can take right there. And there's another shortcut you can take by just flying up this chamber here. Joey's gonna be doing a partner clip himself as well. There you go, he got it. Claris wrapping up the boss fight of Metallic Madness. So Zaxon wants to grab the lightning shot as soon as possible so he can take this shortcut right here. Skipping a vertical chamber.
Good job catching that cycle. And utilizing Tails flight as much as possible. There's a lot of nuance to utilizing those electric orbs as well as they can. Get Sonic right up in there, landing with Tails, clipping through another large chunk of the stage. Sending Tails up through a large chunk of the stage.
One more partner clip here, I think. Coming up. Maybe I'm thinking of a different part of the stage. Oh, here it is. Ooh.
It's like a little bit of wonkiness there, but the first into the boss fight.
This is a boss that a lot of Sonic 3 runners like to call Red Eye, but it looks green. It just got some contact lens.
It does have some RNG in the second phase, but thankfully it is mostly mitigated by Tails. The elevator can go up or down, affecting your gravity.
I don't think the contact lens helps at all.
No, it didn't. Zaxon wrapping up Green Eye.
One
Eye.
act to go, ladies and gentlemen, for Zaxon.
So the last act in the game is kind of interesting. You pretty much reach a hub room, and there are 4 paths you can take. You have to clear all 4 paths in order to unlock the warp to the last boss. Spoiler alert, you're not going to take most of the paths normally.
We're going to take about 1.5 of the routes. Unfortunately, Zaxon taking a fall right there. Opportunity for JoeyBaby to get a little further back into this, same as Claris. Claris on to phase 2 of her second to last boss. So with this clip right here, they're actually immediately going to skip up because of the level geometry up to an exit area for one of the 4. You see it was already barred off that bottom left area.
So if you pay attention to Zax on screen, I believe he's going to go for another partner clip soon.
Yeah, it's going to skip over a little chunk of this level. This is the one of the 4 that looks the most normal.
This is the most normal.
In Encore mode, it's not normal.
There we go.
You gotta do partner clip every day.
JoeyBaby having a bit of trouble with the partner clip. Claris got hers.
It's a battle right there for second place.
Yeah, Claris pulled ahead of Joey right now. They're really close, hot on each other's heels.
Oh,
no.
Gonna be looking for potentially a backup right here on Zaxon's screen. Was not supposed to fall into the void at that point. Yeah, able to back it up and get that third area.
He only has one path left to take.
Nice recovery right there.
This is, I believe, the hardest partner clip to do, and Zaxon gets the first try. Nice.
And he is the first one that's gonna be out of the four of them despite that mistake. Great backup from Zaxon.
Zaxon getting the best shield in the game, the bubble shield.
Boing, boing, boing,
Boing, boing, boing.
All right. Joey, the last one, got to get his last partner clip to finish this one off. Now, we got our final boss fight right here for Zaxon. Not trivial whatsoever. This boss actually has 16 health, 4 health per tentacle. So you're going to see him take some damage to get some iframes. And he's going to want to try to get 4 to 5 hits in per phase.
Okay.
He just got
just
it.
enough.
You want to get 5 hits. Before, you can work with 4. So the thing to note is that Joey actually got a lightning shield, which makes it slower, but makes this boss a lot safer since it protects you from the electric tentacles.
This phase right here, you might remember we were able to skip it last year from Claris's run. Unable to do that now. They need to try to attack all of the different missiles to clear this phase as quickly as they can.
So it looks like Claris and Joey got the first tentacle out of the way quickly. They're both really close to each other, not too far behind. The main thing you want to avoid is the second warp animation, which costs a lot of time. So if Zaxon fails a phase, then Claris and Joey can catch up.
But time's gonna come soon for Zaxon.
Time will be coming up soon for Zaxon.
Time for Zaxon.
All right, Claris is ahead, barely ahead by Joey.
This is an amazing race for second place right here, ladies and gentlemen.
Look at this. She's like 1 second ahead right now. Time will be coming up for I don't know who's gonna finish actually.
Be
My
ready.
frames.
Claris.
Wow, they're done. They're both done. Oh my God.
Within a second of each other. Wow. They were within a second of each other for second place.
Let's give it up, ladies and gentlemen. What a race.
Standing ovation. Let's go.
What a race. Zaxon coming back from practically out of the race after flying battery 2, coming back to start the race. Unbelievable play from all 3 of these players. I want to throw this out. We did a practice race of this last night. Claris won with a 48. So all 3 of them with a high 44, 2 low 45s. Unbelievable performance.
As you saw, this is a really punishing game. Like, Zaxon failed to skip twice, and he still caught up. There's so much that can go wrong with this run. It is a really execution-heavy run. So much that's so difficult to do, but they were all able to finish within a minute of each other.
You know, you have to sign a waiver when you run broken games. You get soft lock any moment.
You have to sign a waiver about flying battery 2 skip.
Woo! Metal Sonic soft log, a lot of things can go wrong. So once again, guys, one more. Let's give it up for these runners. Unbelievable performance. And we'll kick it over to BigJon.
You know, nothing is better than a GDQ race that you have 3 people finishing within a minute of each other. That is fantastic for a game I love. So again, if you haven't already, go follow these 3, Claris, JoeyBaby69, and Zaxon96. Top tier Sonic Mania runners. OG game. They've been dominating this game ever since it came out last year, the original one. So make sure you give them some love, all right? In fact, a lot of love came in during this race. $15 from Mugman says, great to see Sonic Mania at AGDQ again. The Mania community was nothing but friendly when I first got into it, and the game itself is a joy to run. Shouts out to all the runners, and remember, solo Sonic is a real category. It is. $50 from Ash113. And Ash says, was super lucky and fulfilled a lifelong dream when I got to help work on the Sonic Mania intro a few years back. So I had to donate during this run. I lost one of my friends to brain cancer around the same time, and I miss her every day. So if Sonic can defeat Eggman, we can defeat cancer. By the way, while we're talking about this donation, let me remind you all, the next game coming up is Sonic Ball, okay? And there is a character choice, and you all are running out of time right now. Knuckles has the lead right now with $2,079. Sonic bought like a fourth of that with $488. Vactor just $372, and it goes down from there. Who knows? Maybe somebody can save Solver with just 20 bucks on him. So, hey, it's happened before. Maybe we can get a snipe. Also, we have Sonic Rush coming up a little bit later. There is a character war between Blaze and Sonic. Blaze has $2,302 to Sonic's $658. Man, Sonic is not getting any love in any donation war here. So check out those when you all are generous, being so generous with your donations, and put it towards your choice of character. Time is running out for both of those, of course. And of course, after that, Sonic Ball and Sonic Rush. Sonic Rush, Sonic Rush, somebody's Rush. We also have Sonic 1. We have a glitch run of that coming up prior to Sonic Rush. So time is running out for that, alrighty? So a lot more fastness going on in this Sonic block. And we have more donations, of course. $50 from Costic, who says, gotta go fast. Let's beat cancer together. Thank you for that. We've got $15 from Johnny Aces, says, can BigJon give a shout out to the Something Awful AGDQ Cozy Crew? You're an all-time favorite, and we love your announcing blogs. Oh. Shouts out to the Something Awful crew. How about that? We also have $25 from Spiral Fangirl. Greetings from Norway. I was introduced to the speedrunning by my boyfriend, and Games Done Quick have been one of the biggest holidays each year for us. This year, we're getting married, so what better time to donate for the first time? You better be saving that money. Thank you for all your great work. Much love to all of you. Rosie with $10 that says, this is the first time I've ever donated to a GDQ, but I've been enjoying these events for years. My grandfather was taken by lung cancer within a week of being diagnosed, so it's never too early to get checked. Thank you for your countless hours of entertainment and keep being awesome. We got an anonymous $10 donation that says, donating for the guy keeping the rhythm during the breaks. Y'all see him, center screen, look at there. America's Got Talent right there, I'm telling you. By the way, you all, we do have an interview coming up in a little bit with the three runners you just saw body Sonic Mania Plus. So the man, the myth, the legend, Spike will be running that in just a few moments. Just an update, Knuckles, $2,089, Sanix, $488. By the way, we forgot about the other one, Shudu. What are these names anyway? Shudu? Shudu with $155. A questionable way to spell SBO with $330. Amy with $47. Tails with, God, I feel like I'm reading broken English here. Tails at $46. Rogue with $40. Blows with $35. And of course, as I mentioned earlier, Sulfur with just $20 pitiful dollars. Looks like Knuckles gonna make us chuckle because it's definitely having the lead here. All righty. So coming up, you all, let's have my man Spike talk to these three legends of Sonic Mania Plus right now as they talk about what just happened. Reminisce, all right? Pass it over to the interview right now.
Wow. Unbelievable. I said it a million times over there, but it really, that is one of the best GDQ races I have ever seen. That was unbelievable. All the lead changes, all three of you were in the lead at different points. Did any of you at one point think, I got this? I've got this on lockdown?
No, absolutely not.
And I believe you in that regard because last night, again, I said it, we had a practice race where we did practice commentary. And immediately, we're in a room where everybody's hooping and hollering. It's hard to focus, get your audio cues and everything. But Claris, you won with a 48. Joey a 49. You took dead last. I'm throwing you under the bus because you just won with a 44. You got a 51. I'm pretty sure you might have actually just skipped Flying Battery 2 at one point and said you'd go back to practice it later.
Yeah, when we did that practice race, I failed flying battery too, I think like 5 times in a row. And after that, you know, I'm just going to skip it. So.
So did you feel like, did you put a lot of, because I mean, you had a couple more fails there that dug you that hole. Where did you put more time into it this morning?
Yeah, I've been practicing and practicing it. It's just a really hard skip to get down. Even right before the race, I practiced it, got it first try, but it's just one of those tricks that sometimes it just won't work out.
So what's your thought process when that goes down? You see the other 2 runners, they got it. I believe Claris got it first try. Joey got out there maybe second try.
Yeah.
That, are you thinking, I just want to, you're like me last night in Tropical Freeze, like, I just hope I finish not too far behind.
All right, so when I messed it up the first time, I'm like, okay, you know, I can catch up with the first time. After the second time, I thought it was over. I really thought, you know, I wouldn't be able to come back from that. But, you know, it's such a hard game with all the skips that you can come back from, you know, being a minute behind or more. So
I want to ask you guys as well about just kind of the mentality about running this category. I was telling people before, I said, this is not a consistent run, that there's going to be tricks and skips all over the place. There's potential soft lock. There's deaths where you could lose your characters. What's kind of your mindset, like Joey and then Claris can go, about when you go into this run? Do you just have to brush mistakes off? What is it?
Yeah, like before this race happened, we all agreed, like, let's just get through battery 2 first try. Let's make this even. Let's have it.
And then you 2 cheated and got it really early, putting your boy Zaxon under the bus. I get that. Yep.
And then, like, when I messed it up first, I'm like, uh-oh. All right. And I, like, looked at everyone else's screens. Like, I saw Zaxon mess up. Like, oh, no. Like, this is not going according to plan. Mm-hmm. And then, like, you know, we were, like, all in, like, different places. And then eventually we just, like, kind of caught up. And, you know, Zax will mess up one trick. Claris will get another. And then we just all got into, like, we all got even afterwards. So. Mm-hmm. That's kind of what I want at the end of this. Like, if it was a really close race at the end, is like, you know, I can't.
Everybody wins at that point.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Claris.
like I got flying battery first try, so I think like I'm the true winner of this race.
I loved it. I saw you over there. I got, you know, the camera angles in different positions, but you were popping off at many times. Is this? I know you've done a number of runs at GDQs. How often have you actually been involved in races at these?
I haven't done a race since 2014.
I was gonna say I feel like it's been forever.
Yeah,
so.
like I've been like in AGDQs every year since 2013, but this is the first race I've done since 2014.
You've had a history here at GDQs. You know, you've gotten to run Sonic Mania now, Sonic Mania Plus this time. The last 2 AGDQs. What's gonna stick with you more? Getting to showcase it for the first time ever last year, or this race right here?
This race definitely, like, wow, was it close.
We couldn't have asked for any more. But be 100% honest with me, and I know we're all friends here. At the beginning of a race going into that, are you sitting there saying, I hope the other 2 just fall in pit? I hope I just am ahead and I'm not stressed? Or would you rather see it like, okay, it is this close the entire time?
I want my other racers to do well.
Yeah.
Like, I want my competition to do well. I'm just, like, it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. Like, I definitely want it to be a close race no matter what. I didn't want anyone to get, you know, blown out because it is a lot more interesting when it's really close and not, you know, someone way far in the lead. So. Yeah,
if someone wins by a landslide, it's, you know, it's like, yeah, you won by a good margin, but, you know, it's not the race you kind of hoped for.
People will forget about that race, I think, in a few years. People are still going to go back and be like, I want to pop that on YouTube. Go back and get to watch it a little bit. Guys, thank you so much. Absolutely, once again, Zaxon, JoeyBaby69, Zaxon96, and Claris with no numbers. Make sure you give all 3 of these guys a follow. Unbelievable performance. That was a lot of fun. I want to remind you guys that we got more Sonic coming up. Well, we have Sonic Ball, I believe, coming up here pretty soon. I think that qualifies. Sonic 1 after that and Sonic Rush. All the Sonic prizes for this Sonic block, you can still get into the drawings for. Just throw those donations down. Already coming up on $400,000 raised for PCF. With that, guys, thank you so much to the 3 racers, and we're going to send it back up to the front. Thank you.
If you missed that race, you better go watch the VOD. Because trust me, you missed a good one. One donation, $500 from Incoherence. Incoherent says there are too many jams in these Sonic games. Gotta rock out fast. Thanks to everyone involved in the marathon, the runners, the host, and tech crew. These marathons are always a treat to watch. If you think this is a treat to watch, man, oh man, oh man, what do we have for you next? Sonic Ball. What is Sonic Ball? You all had a donation incentive, which the character choice that won was Solver. I'm joking. No chance. Knuckles with $2,099. So you ready for Sonic Ball? Here we go. We're gonna turn it over to Gil. You ready, man? We got another person in outfit here.
All right. So welcome to Sonic Ball. So yeah, you already confirmed me that Knuckles is gonna win. Oh, sorry. It's gonna disappear. The mouse screen, the mouse is gonna disappear at some point.